Every law you live by, every court, every contract, every right you take for granted, was born from blood, from one man, in a city the world forgot. Between two great rivers a cradle was born. Mesopotamia, the land between the waters, where humanity first dared to dream of order. Out of the darkness rose a man who didn't just want to rule, he wanted to rewrite the rules of existence itself. Babylon, a city of bricks and ambition, reaching for the heavens while its people bled in the dust. Here humanity forged its greatest weapon, not a sword, not a spear, the written word. For the first time, promises were no longer whispered and forgotten, they were carved, and they were forever. He was no god, he was a man who couldn't sleep, haunted by a question that had no answer. How do you make justice last? He claimed his justice came from the gods themselves, that Shamash, the sun, had placed the law into his mortal hands. 282 laws, carved into a single pillar of black stone. Every crime, every punishment, every right of every citizen. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. One law could sever a thief's hand, another could drown a builder whose house collapsed and killed its owner. Terrifyingly simple, brutally fair. For the first time in human history, the law was king, not the warrior, not the priest. The law. And no one, not even the king himself, was above it. For the merchant, the widow, the slave, the code was not a chain. It was a shield. For the first time, the weak could hold the powerful accountable. He built a paradise of order, a garden of law amidst a desert of war, where water defied gravity and justice defied human nature. They mapped the heavens. They divided the hour into 60 minutes, the circle into 360 degrees. Every time you check your watch, you're reading Babylonian. The Ishtar Gate, where travelers fell to their knees, not in fear, but in awe. The portal where majesty met the rule of law. An army that didn't just fight for a king, but for a code. Protected by law, and an empire guarded by conscience. Empires burned, libraries turned to ash. But the fires that destroyed everything else were the same fires that made his clay tablets eternal, baked by destruction into immortality. Hammurabi died. His empire crumbled to dust. His name was forgotten for millennia. But his code, his impossible, stubborn code, never faded. It stands today in Paris, behind glass, watched by millions who have no idea they are staring at the blueprint of their own freedom. From clay tablets to parchment scrolls to digital clouds, the East didn't just give the world spices and silk. It gave the world its legal soul. The Romans borrowed it. The Greeks debated it. The founding fathers of America, whether they knew it or not, echoed a king who ruled 4,000 years before them. Beneath the streets of modern Iraq, beneath the wars and the headlines, the foundations of Babylon still breathe. The story of civilization began here, and here it refuses to end. The next time someone tells you the Middle East gave nothing to the world, look them in the eye and remind them it gave them their eyes. their laws, their very idea of right and wrong. Babylon, where everything began.